Tea Time. This week, I'm going to talk about Godplow. I got to see them for the first time around 1994 at the Nyabingi Dance Hall. These guys came from Minneapolis, and they were on Grass Records, a little label back at the time. They were on the same label with my friend's band Liquor Bike that I'd gotten to see a couple of times. So I enjoyed what these guys were doing, just like cool 90s heavy rock. So the first couple of shirts I got came from those shows when they came through town. The first one is an awesome little Goodwill ripoff logo. I thought was kind of cool. And on the back, they've got the Loud Rock Inc. with the little version of the Grass Records logo guy on the back. Another one that I have, I didn't actually get at that show, but they had it for the Red Giant Judas album. I was up the street at my friend's arcade, and this dude walked up and he had a Godplow shirt on, and I said, "Hey man, it's a great shirt. Where did you see them at?" And the guy looks at me and he says, "See who?" And I'm like, "Godplow. You're wearing a Godplow shirt." And he's like, "Is it a band? That's what this is?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I got this shirt at Goodwill." He's like, "I don't know what it is. I just like the logo on it." And I said, "I'll buy that from you." And he's like, "Seriously?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you give me for it?" I said, "I'll give you $10 for it, 15 maybe." He's like, How about 20? And I was like, "Sure, no problem." So I went and got $20 out of an ATM. I came back and bought the shirt off his back. So I thought that was a fun story on how to get this one. But like I said, this one's from the Red Giant Judas album. I like the Little Devil logo guy. He was always a favorite of mine. I had some stickers with that on it. And then in the back, again, the Loud Rock Incorporated with the Grass Records logo. So that's how I got that shirt. Luckily, that dude was wearing a wife beater under his shirt at the time, so he was able just to give me the shirt and go. Next time they came back, they were touring their second album, Soft Formal Static. So that's where this one comes from. Just a plain Godplow logo on the front. It's pretty cracked and worn because the 90s, everyone was, they used a lot of heavy-handed printing methods, so the ink's real thick and cracked real easy. And then of course it's got the Soft Formal Static logo on the back. Which Soft Formal Static is an awesome record, by the way, as well as Red Giant Judas. So, I really like those guys. They were pretty heavy, but they also had a lot of melody. I know at one point they ended up losing a guitar player on tour and finished out the tour as a three-piece from when I was talking to them. They came back later, they didn't replace him, and they just decided to start over, changed the name, became Red Level. And I saw them, I think, once. They toured through under that name. And then they just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. I used to have a Red Level t-shirt. I don't know what happened to it. It might have gone into a donation bag at some point. But I think I have a photo of me in that shirt. I wish I still had that shirt. This was before I really decided to start keeping all of my t-shirts. So it was a long time ago when I used to wear the same stuff all the time. But I wish I still had that shirt. But they never put any music out under the name Red Level that I'm aware of. But if anybody knows that they have, or you find it before I find it on the internet, if you can find it, let me know, because I'd like to check some of that stuff out. Well, when you get a chance, check out Godplow. Really good dudes. I'm sure they're not around anymore. But they put out a couple of really solid albums on Grass Records and a couple songs on a couple of compilations. But they had some good stuff, so check them out. Godplow. Till next week, I'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See ya.